Hello dreamers, welcome back on my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to transform a flat simple scene into this. Full of lights, depth and a cinematic atmosphere. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next tutorial and all the new content coming soon. If you have seen my latest short film Animal, which is set at night, at a certain point the protagonist's car explodes and then remains in flames. To create more drama, I then added dynamic effects, such as lights, shadows and particles, to make things more interesting. So let's start from the light in this particular scene. The character has the light source behind him, so I added a shaded layer on the right that creates a diffused light. The light is flickering, and to create this effect you just need to work with the performance mode and the opacity filter. Where there is a light source there must also be a shadow, and in this case I added it in a very simple way, but it seems very dynamic. To give a three-dimensionality to the character, I want the face part to be more in shadow than the body profile on the right. To create the effect, I duplicated the characters group, and for now I'm going to give an HSB filter to this new group and darken it completely. I go into compose mode. I move the group a little to the left. In this mode I don't modify the layer animations and therefore the keyframes, but I can move them wherever I want, and in this case it's a really useful option. I then apply the clipping mask on the main layer below, so that the shadow remains within the limits of the character. I can then decide how much opacity I want for the shadow, whether to show more or less of the character. This is one way, but what I want to do now is accentuate the profile on the right of the body to create even more three-dimensionality. Especially where the colors become dark, the effect fades, but even there must be a light. At this point we'll have understood that I have to put a light source directly on the body for the effect to work. So I'm going to recover the main light and copy it here. Next step, I want the light to be within the limits of the character, and so I apply the clipping mask. As you can see now, the edge of the body is perfectly illuminated. I can also use the alpha mask to create the effect if I want to keep the character's tone underneath. On the shadow layer above, I change from clipping mask to alpha mask and invert. I reset the opacity to 100%, and as you can see, only the light on the side remains visible, with the character keeping its original color. In short, I just need to add the light to put the character in shadow. If I remove opacity from the mask, the light will be more visible on the wall shape. Let's keep it 100%. To finish the effect, I add a blur filter on the alpha mask. We thus obtained a really interesting effect. There is a small detail that I add to give more depth, and that is another light source on the arm at this point. I duplicate the light source once again and reuse the same system I used on the body. I place the light inside the hand group. I'll change its position by bringing it here. Okay. I can now duplicate the forearm, bring above, set the alpha mask, invert, and in compose mode move it here. If I hadn't put the light there, you probably wouldn't have realized that there was a hand with a gun there. Small details that make the difference. All these groups that I'm reactivating are the particle effects that I added in the foreground. If you haven't seen it yet, I have already made a tutorial that I recommend you go and get. The idea here was to add fire particles flying around the character to give even more emphasis to the scene. Before moving on to other effects, I want to add a bit of blur to the background. In a sequence like this, it's important to make the viewer understand what to focus on, without obviously make him guess it must be natural. Blurring what is behind the character is perfect to convey the idea. I'm going to accentuate the effect a little to give more focus to the character. Even just using a little blur on the right elements creates more depth to your scenes. To complete the scene, I added some foreground layers that move from right to left that simulate smoke. Layers that we also find behind the character. The parallax effect rule applies here as always. Everything that is in the foreground moves much faster than what is in the background. But be careful to give the right opacity to the effects, otherwise the scene becomes confusing. The focus must be kept on our protagonist. The last effect I added at the end is this diffused light behind the protagonist, which makes the background uniform to give more character to the scene, and above all accentuating the character even more. Before saying goodbye, I want to remind you that my shop is officially open. If you want to support my project here on YouTube, go and take a look. I'm adding some design like the one you see here, on which I also made this fun animation for you. I probably have to make a tutorial about this too. There are some really interesting things I have put in there. So if you like to support the channel, go and see the shop. You will find the link in bio and in the description. Thank you so much. Well dreamers, we have come to the end of another fantastic tutorial. This is my way of transforming a scene from flat to cinematic. Let me know in the comments what you think, your ideas and how you generally adopt a process like this in your projects. I remind you, if you haven't already, to go and see my latest short film Animal, from which I talk this scene. Thank you so much for watching and